Welcome everyone back to the People's Podcast. It's been a little bit, but we're back. We were kind of busy. Life. Both of us got sick. Holiday season. Work.
It
Is it?
happens.
So shit happens. Been busy. But look, we've still been doing content on other social medias, but we're back. We got our People's Podcast Awards episode reviewing 2025. We're gonna talk
Gonna be a
about
fun one, absolutely.
two retirements of two goats, and just some other stuff that's happened about a little bit over a month since we recorded.
Yeah, gosh, it's been beginning of December, I think was the last time we were
Yeah,
even able to
it's
record. So it's been a hot minute. But back to the awards show, my favorite time of the year.
yes.
One of the best episodes of the year, in my opinion. It's the most fun. So
I
looking
agree.
forward to it. Yeah, let's get right into it.
All right.
I think the first thing we have to talk about is Saturday night's main event. You want to start off with that? I think that's one of
I
the first set of events that has occurred since last
Yeah,
time we talked. So, all you go for it.
yeah. Overall, that said, main event was a good show. I'm not going too in depth with it because it's been so long. So I'm just gonna get right to the main event. The one thing that everyone wanted to watch: John Cena's last match. And I, for one, I absolutely loved that match. I thought it was a great match. And obviously, the controversial part with some people was Cena tapping out. I think that was 100% the right call. I think that's the only thing you do in that situation. And after that match, I know another big thing in question was if Gunther was the right person. No one else could have done that like Gunther. Nobody. It would have made Cena tap to anyone else probably just wouldn't make much sense from Gunther. I think this takes Gunther from the star that he was to the megastar. Ever since he get that great heel reaction as a heel, so it works very well. He's been a heel for a while, so he knows how to work the crowd. And yeah, but overall, I loved it. Cena kind of hit on the you know, right on a nail. He smiled and kind of just gave up, like, you got me, man. And it's just kind of right into the sunset. Yeah, like, he accepted the loss, and first time Cena tapped out in over 20 years. And man, it was one of those moments where I almost, cause I was watching with my dad. I was in Indiana watching my dad, and it was just one of those moments where I felt like a kid again. It was just one of those matches where I was locked in, like nobody, like my phone was across the room. Other people who were at the house, I told them just leave me alone for a half hour and let my dad and I soak this in, and it was great. It was just because John Cena's all Hulk Hogan, to the older generation. We might not have all liked him or not. I wasn't always the biggest Cena fan, but he was legendary. You know, I grew to like him towards the end of his career, and just seeing the face of the ruthless aggression era, man. Career retiring. It hit home like man, it's really over. Again, seeing seeing him tap out just blew my mind. I expected it. I was hoping for it, but it's just one of those things like, oh shit, it actually happened. So yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a great end to his retirement tour. Uh, Overall, I don't think the retirement tour is as bad as people say it is. It definitely has its flaws. It wasn't perfect. But I definitely think that at least the second half of it was, pretty phenomenal. I thought the end of it was great, and then the middle part had some bump in the road with the heel turn and whatnot. But we'll go more into detail in that. Alex and I do have plan of booking our own Cena retirement run, so I'll get
Making it
into details.
perfect.
Yeah, making it perfect. With
Making it
perfect
perfect.
bookers.
Basically, yeah. Triple H should hire us.
He
Actually, no,
really
I don't want.
should.
I don't want to work for them. Tony Khan should hire us. I'm just kidding. I mean, I didn't watch. Admittedly, I feel bad for
Mhm.
not watching. I just never got around to it. But obviously, you know, I saw what happened. Saw basically everything that happened. I think personally, Jey Uso should have tapped out John Cena in his last match. I mean, Jey Uso, one of the best technicians in the world, tapped out Gunther at WrestleMania for God's sake. So why can't you let him have that moment in John Cena's last match? I'm totally just fucking with you.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. When I make the short, I'll just edit the last part out of you saying you fuck. No.
I mean, I don't see the uproar about it personally. I think people might just be hanging on to the fact that of what Jey Uso did to Gunther at WrestleMania, which I mean is valid. But Gunther is potential to be one of the best heels in the business, I think. And it was a bumpy road to get here, but I mean they got him here, and I think he's better off for it. So I think it was the right decision ultimately as well. So
And to add on that, like you said, him tapping out to Jey Uso, even in the moment, I thought that was a bad call. So I think this is kind of redemption from that because Gunther should never have tapped out to Jey Uso.
I hope I never have to see that moment ever again.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Gunther tapping out John Cena was 100% the right call, personally, and that's from someone who doesn't even watch the product. So
yeah, shall we move to the next retirement?
yeah, I mean, you spoke about it. You said two goats were basically retired around the same time. The second being Hiroshi Tanahashi. I had the pleasure of watching most of his retirement run in 2025, and then obviously culminating in the amazingly beautiful moment that was Wrestle Kingdom 20, back on January 4th, whatever, however you want to describe it, the night of January 4th, morning of January 5th. But I mean, wrestling doesn't bring me to tears very much, but the moments of Hiroshi Tanahashi retiring did. Um, Specifically when Shibata came out to the ring afterwards, and I know you've had to have seen the clip, but Shibata coming out to the ring and Tanahashi just breaking down immediately when his music hit, and then locking up afterwards and chopping each other. I thought that was just absolutely awesome, given their history with each other, and obviously them hugging it out and crying afterwards. The ceremony was absolutely beautiful. Um, Not even taken away from the match either. The match was fantastic. Tanahashi versus Okada one more time, the 18th singles match that they've had in their careers against each other. It was magical. It was the callbacks were great. Tanahashi, he did the penalty kick. He did the Bomaye from Shinsuke Nakamura. Wish he could have been there, but for obvious reasons he wasn't.
Stupid reasons.
Stupid reasons, yeah, petty reasons. But I won't even bother getting into that because I just want to focus on the good things. Tanahashi deserves that, and everything about the retirement I think was perfect. In my wrestling watching history, I don't think I've ever seen a retirement match slash ceremony that was so well done. And that's going back to Shawn Michaels, even Sting. I'd say Tanahashi's match and ceremony was just overall a better moment than even Sting's retirement. So
Better than Goldberg's.
I don't even want to think of that right now, but yeah, man. I mean, I've watched the match a couple of times. I watched the ceremony a couple of times over, and it's so special. Shout out to the legend, carried New Japan on his back through some hard days in the 2010s, 2020s, early 2020s, and yeah, it's definitely going to be weird watching New Japan now without Tanahashi wrestling. But I think Wrestle Kingdom did a good job of setting up the new guys for success. You saw Yota Tsuji become the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion, which is fantastic. That's a great decision. The match that he had with Takeshita at Wrestle Kingdom was awesome. So they ended Wrestle Kingdom with two fantastic matches. It was a good show overall, and New Japan's looking up. They got a lot of young guys coming up. Knockout Brothers are IWGP Tag Team Champions, and they're freaking awesome. I don't know if you've seen much of them. Yuto Ice and Oscar, they're freaking cool. They got some young guys in the Young Lion Cup, so a lot of focus towards the future in New Japan right now, which is crazy given what's happened in the past couple of years. You know, Naito leaving, Tanahashi not retiring, Okada leaving, Osprey left in 2023, 2024. Yeah, so New Japan feels like New Japan is almost back, which is great. So I'm looking forward to 2026.
Mm.
Yeah, you should watch Tanahashi and Okada's match though.
I
I
should.
will say that
I do gotta watch that.
you do. Yeah, add it to
I'll be
your
honest with
match
you.
of the day list.
To be honest with you, I don't know who won that. Did Tanahashi win that match?
No,
He
it's
didn't.
there's a whole story around kind of like the ending. You know how Okada's obviously been a shitbag heel for however long
Yeah.
he's been in AEW. Um, I don't want to ruin anything, but
Okay.
yeah, no, Tanahashi did not win. It's a beautiful storytelling moment though in the match.
Okay.
So when you get there, you'll know, hopefully.
Right.
But yeah, um, not much else to say about Wrestle Kingdom. So got New Beginning coming up in February. Super excited for that. So I'm an idiot. Yota Tsuji, so he obviously beat Takeshita to win the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, but the next day at New Japan New Year's Dash, he brought back the version 4 of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. My personal favorite championship of all time. I think it's the best looking title out of any title that I've personally ever seen in wrestling. So I am super excited about that. So it's almost like New Japan realized how big of a mistake they made letting it go, and they brought it back. They merged the lineages for the titles, so it's a good thing. They did some really good things. They're doing some really good things right now. So
It's good to hear.
cool, man. Geez, what else has happened since the last time we talked? We went to Full Gear, or not Full Gear.
Yep.
World's End in Chicago. So I guess we can segue into that. Speaking of Okada, no longer the Continental Champion. Gosh, he's been champion for almost 2 years at this point, and
Yeah.
Okada no longer. John Moxley, new Continental Champion. I'm super happy for it. I know he just got out of a long AEW World Title reign, but it feels like he's face again. Like his whole story through the Continental Classic has felt like just everything that's been building up with him, with giving up and everything, and he's pushing people to be better and better and better, and he's got his comeuppance, and the face promo that he cut in the middle of the ring with the crowd just solidified the face turn. I feel like, and John Moxley's back, baby.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad to see that because I've been vocal. I was definitely not a fan of early 2025 Mox, but after he lost the title, we got that Mox that I love, the one that just wants to fight and doesn't run from shit or get cheat wins or whatever, which is what I always loved about Mox, and he definitely has that workhorse character back, which is kind of what has helped build AEW. So
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm glad he won. No, I was not a fan of his match with Okada. I honestly thought that kind of sucked. But his match, yeah, I was not a fan. Not a fan. But his match with Fletcher, that was amazing. That was awesome.
I got a new T-shirt at the pay-per-view, so gotta rep my boy because my current favorite wrestler in wrestling. Yeah, talk about a late match of the year candidate. That shit was incredible.
Yeah.
Not only the action. I mean, obviously, for a match to be considered like great for me, it has to have multiple different layers of action. It has to have everything. It has to hit the action. It has to hit the storytelling. It has to hit everything to be considered a 5-star match, let's say. But I mean, it had everything, man. Mox's resilience to win, his will to not quit. Fletcher being an absolute douche, like he is. He's just so good at it, and the screwdriver storytelling.
I loved it.
Fantastic. That was great. That match had everything. I want to go back and watch it now.
Yeah, Takeshita and Okada was good to start off the show.
It was good. I expected more, but I feel like given the next weekend they were both wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom, it kind of made sense that they hurt themselves a little bit, which is a little disappointing because I was really looking forward to seeing that match in person. But it was still a good match. Just I feel like it set them up for a match in the future for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. I thought Mox and Okada was good. I don't think it was great by any means. It was just very slow. It felt like you could
my
definitely
favorite.
tell Okada was holding off on a lot of things.
Yeah,
But whatever. What can you
Okada
do?
just Okada's just Okada now. I respect Okada. I love Okada. Just he's is not to me. He just isn't as good as he used to be. Like not even like close.
Well, yeah, I get why you say that. To me,
But
it
he
just
still don't get me wrong. He still has some banger matches, but especially him Omega has some. But some of my most disappointing matches in AEW, Okada matches.
you
Like
know,
Okada and
I get it.
Danielson, that was disappointing too.
Yeah, they're weirdly enough, we praise AEW all the time for in-ring product and putting on just absolute classic matches. And a lot of the time, it's like Okada and Danielson had a much better match in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Their match in Japan absolutely shit on their match in
This is Okada and Danielson. That happened in New Japan also.
yeah,
Oh yeah. I knew. Never mind.
yeah,
Never mind.
and
Never mind.
it was so
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Danielson broke his arm in the Forbidden Door match in AEW, so I don't know if maybe that probably played a little bit of a factor. But I
Mhm.
think they had another match in AEW if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but either way, their match in New Japan absolutely shit on their match in AEW. It feels like I don't know if it's just a character thing for Okada or if it's just kind of like he's just coasting and only
I,
turns it up like in that 5 or 10% when he really wants to. Like
that's what I
we've
think.
seen it a couple of times. We've seen it with
Hmm.
like Speedball and we've seen it with the Takeshita Dorada triple threat match at was that All Out or Wrestle Dream? I don't remember. It was at one of the two.
Uh,
I think All Out.
yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I mean we've seen it. We've seen it, but it's rare.
Yeah.
So, I still love Okada. I still fresh off the heels of watching every single Kazuchika Okada versus Hiroshi Tanahashi match. So
Oh,
I did that in preparation for their Wrestle Kingdom 20 match, and dude, that's a lot. That's a lot of matches, and
yeah.
most of them are 30 plus minutes. So that it definitely took a while, but
Mm,
it was so worth it. It was just absolute classic rivalry. So
yeah.
yeah,
I think I've only seen like two of those, honestly.
yeah, there's a lot. 18 total matches, counting the most recent Wrestle Kingdom match. So
Man.
it was worth it. It was worth it. Just it's really cool to go through rivalries like that because it started in 2010 and it ended in 2026, which is absolutely crazy. First of all, having 18 matches in the span of like that time, it's averaging basically one match a year. I know some years they had none, some years they had multiple, but it's really cool to see the level of like character progress from 2010 till now and just watching it through every single match that they had. It's really really cool little details that I love. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So anything else you want to talk about? Well, yeah, I think there's one more thing that we should
Yeah.
talk
Well,
about at
yeah.
World's End.
Yeah.
Kind of the big thing.
A
Um,
big thing. Very big thing.
our guy is back. You can't. I don't know if you can see it, but Maxwell Jacob Friedman. It's the light's kind of blinding on it, but it's his all in figure. Um,
Oh, nice.
but yeah,
Yeah.
MJF is back and he's champion, baby, and
Yes,
I'm so
sir.
happy.
I'm beyond happy.
Nothing against
Um,
Samoa Joe, nothing against Hangman, but there's just AEW just didn't feel right without MJF to me.
I agree. I 100%.
It was
MGF
just
is
it was missing something, and
mm,
MJF was that something.
yeah, my two early favorite things of AEW. Well, two of the three. Adam Page is also one of my early favorite things, but was that seeing John Moxley be John Moxley and watching MJF, and kind of got two of those back at one time at uh World's End.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, he froze for a second.
Oh no, not my internet. It should be fine.
Yeah,
But
you good. But yeah,
yeah,
great.
you got classic Mox back. You got MJF as heel champion back. So I know
Elite's
you're out
back.
right now. The Elite's back. Yeah, Love it.
Yeah, I'm happy. It was a great match too. I really like the match. I thought the
Yeah,
Fatal Four was
the triple
awesome.
or the Fatal Four Way was pretty good, I thought.
I loved how MJF won. But yeah, and to celebrate the win, I've been saving this. Got a package from AEW shop.
Oh man, what did he get? He get a T-shirt. All right,
Better
let's
than
see it.
you, champ. How does that look on the camera? I can't see.
That is great. Better than you and new. Nice.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I
He's
don't have
back
many.
and he's champ, baby.
I don't have many AEW shirts, but 2 of them are MJFs.
Oh, you definitely just froze a little bit. So
Oh no, what is going on?
your camera is very fuzzy right now.
Hold on.
Oh, you're good. You're back.
Okay.
But these damn cheap cameras. Yeah, we're up right now. The AEW list of champions right now is very good.
Speaking of,
I will say
a big new AEW champion didn't happen at World's End, but I'm so happy it happened.
I know you're happy.
Mercedes Moné is no longer the TBS champion and lost it to the person she beat it for. So a great full circle as Willow Nightingale winning the title. I'm beyond happy for that.
Absolutely. And Willow's absolutely amazing. She 100% deserves it. Like you said, it's a full circle moment for her. I'm so happy for her. So
she's a double champ right now.
She is.
Tony be liking that lately, the double champs.
Tony loves the double champs,
especially if you're a tag champ.
I can't say I'm a fan. I'm just like, it's a cool concept, but it's been proven that one championship always gets thrown to the wayside. Hell, Mercedes wasn't even double champ in AEW, and she was still barely defending her TBS championship and always wrestling for the tag titles or the world title, which I'm not okay with, but that's a conversation for another day.
You did kind of take the words out of my mouth. I'm not a fan of that, especially with the AEW women's titles being brand spanking new. I don't want, because so far it's been good. I've really enjoyed the AEW women's tag division so far. It's done a double positive. It's been great, and it's actually helped. Just like competition's good, it helped WWE elevate their women's tag division, because that's the first time it's ever been interesting in 6 years the title's been around. However long the title's been around. So yeah, the AEW. That's something that also happened at World's End.
Dynamite after, but yeah.
Was it?
Mercedes losing the TBS title.
No. I was talking about her winning the tag titles.
Oh, yeah.
That was at World's End, right?
No, they just defended him at World's End, but.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I think it was Full Gear that they won him. They defended him against Mercedes and Athena at World's End, which I thought that match was great. I mean, all 4 women in the match. Well, no disrespect to Harley. I think Harley has improved massively. She's gotten so much better this year at wrestling, but when you have people like Mercedes and Athena and Willow in the ring, it's hard to match that level of consistency. But I mean, overall, yeah, I thought that match was really good given the quality in the match. So
I want to see more Athena, man. I know she's on Ring of Honor. She's been the Ring of Honor champion for a long ass time. I kind of want to see her drop that.
It's been years.
Yeah, I want to see her drop that and just be in AEW, like always on AEW, because she's really good. She is so good.
She is. She's arguably the best actual wrestler that they have between AEW and Ring of Honor. I'd put her up there with arguably the best.
I would 100% agree. I've always, from Athena, Ember Moon, I think she's always been like a top tier star.
She is. She's fantastic. Everything she does is great. I'd love to see her on AEW TV consistently. And I know they just announced the Ring of Honor Global Wars show that she's running. So, which is like later this month, which will be good, but let's get her on AEW permanently, Tony. Come on. You're missing out on a huge opportunity.
On a quick side talk, what are your thoughts on if AEW kind of made Ring of Honor like NXT, like up and coming?
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it at all.
I would like that. I think
I
that would
mean,
make it
it makes the
more
most sense.
interesting.
You have the depth of roster for it, so anybody who's not being used on the actual AEW can get ring time. First of all, I think Ring of Honor needs to stop traveling with AEW and do its own thing. Like do it at Daly's Place every week. Do it somewhere. Esports Collision, Esports Center in Texas, like they have been doing. Just like find a residency for it and
Hmm.
and run it from there every week. Build a consistent fan base for it. Build a consistent roster for it. Um, that would be kind of fun to kind of do like a fantasy. How would we book Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
We could do
Yeah.
that sometime in the future, but there's a lot that I think it should be doing. But making it more like a, I don't want to say developmental, but I want to say kind of like a, just like a feeder. Not
Like a
that's the
black
wrong
and
word.
gold NXT, not necessarily old
Yeah, like a
rookies.
like a black and gold NXT. Yeah, yeah, not like current NXT because they do have still experienced wrestlers working Ring of Honor. I mean, it's
Hmm.
not just like up and comers
Yeah.
who are currently being developed. It's but yeah, like a black and gold NXT, I think would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Um, well, before we get into the awards talk, do you have anything else you want to talk about? What's going on currently in WWE, AEW? Um, what's going on?
Something that I'm super stoked about. Matt Cardona is back in WWE. That's something I've been advertising. I'm a big Cardona guy, so I'm beyond happy to see him back. He's already getting booked good. Hopefully, they can keep up with it. And let it ride because I'm a big Cardona guy. I want to see him with the title. Yeah, that's a big thing, and kind of a step of refresh. Triple H has said the word "new era" 150 times, but actually, there
Here
actually
comes Tony
seems
Khan's
some
big announcement.
yeah, there actually seems like there's some changes going on with the product. Because 20 overall 2025 wasn't necessarily the best year for WWE. I don't think. I'm not gonna say it was god awful. People compare it to 2019, and I'm convinced those people just did not watch WWE in 2019. It wasn't that bad, but it was definitely had some rocky road moments. And I think so far both shows have been better this year so far. Even I think it was talked about with Raw changing the pace of it, less commercials, and having a better pace to it. And a bunch of new faces. Like they just fucking clean sweep NXT and just brought up all the big NXT people. So yeah, that's a big thing going on. And another big thing going on in WWE is Drew McIntyre defeated Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship.
About damn
100
time.
exactly about damn time. I'm beyond happy for that. Uh, I like Cody, but I think he's been WWE champion for the better half almost 2 years. I know he lost it for a little bit, but he was only lost it for like 3 months, 3 to 4 months. So I think it's good to have something new. Drew, I guess, it deserves it. He hasn't, besides the 5 minute world championship, he hasn't been a world champion in, in like 5 to 6 years. And when he had it, he was pandemic. He didn't have that crowd. So he deserves it more than anyone. He's a top star. Usually his feuds and his matches are the top of the show, best thing going on. So he 100% deserves it. And I hope they give him a good run till Mania. I hope Cody doesn't dethrone him for it. I'm kind of hope if someone's going to dethrone him. I hope, maybe Jacob Fatu. That'd be cool. Something different, something new. Have Cody do something else. Because if you just push him back to the world title spot, fans are already starting to turn on him a little bit. You don't want to just shove him down your throat and where people are turning on him that fast. I mean, it might happen either way. It tends to happen with top faces. They always usually get booed. I mean, Cena did, Roman did.
Cody in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tends what happened in pro wrestling. But I think the best is just keep him away from the world title a little bit and have him do whatever. Figure it out. I think a true star is who can do stuff without the world title all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only relevant because you're always in the world title picture, Charlotte Flair, um, it's so tiring.
Mm-hmm.
But wrestlers need to be kept relevant outside of title pictures. Otherwise, what's
100%
the
agree.
point? I mean, you can see it now with, well, kind of, with like Hangman and Swerve. Even though they're both
Mm-hmm.
like gunning for the world title, they're still like doing shit outside of the world title
Yeah.
picture. So you gotta people need to be booked well outside of just title programs. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
what's the point?
Yeah.
But
And again, with a stack roster, a big roster, I should say, that WWE has, especially after he's got a 5-year reign of Roman, a 4-year reign. I don't think we should have as many long world title WWE title reigns. You know, it can use some 3 to 4 months once, and nothing wrong with that. I don't think anything wrong with that. I enjoy me a good long title reign, but I don't want all of them to be a long title reign because then it don't mean as much for the next guy to do it.
yeah,
Like when we grew up watching wrestling, you know, seeing a year-long title reign, it wasn't common. Cena did it once, Punk did it. But I think as we've gotten older, I feel like they're a lot more common. Brock did it a few times, Roman, Cody basically. And yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah. No. If every title reign's long, then no title reign really. I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but it's just it's
It
so
makes those
predictable.
it makes those shorter ones look bad, even though they're not bad.
Yeah. Like uh, for example, Hangman's second title reign, I thought was very good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really good, and it was what 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they took the title off him at the perfect time where he didn't start to get stale. It kind of helped evolve his character almost because now he's back reunited with, or he's not reunited with Swerve, but he's now doing stuff with Swerve, and it's a really interesting dynamic. So they're keeping him fresh, and all because of a short title reign. Because if he was still champion right now doing single stuff, who knows? Maybe people have started to turn on him already.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like a good mix of different types of title reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with a short title reign, I don't think.
No, not at all. Um, speaking of world title matches, you know, assuming we'll probably have this up before Monday, Triple H, I'm challenging you to have the fucking balls to put the world title on Finn.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't think it's gonna happen, but man, dude, I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah, fuck CM Punk. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that would be wild. It would be his first title reign since 2016 as world title
Yeah,
reign.
and he had it for a day.
Had it for yeah, exactly. Had it for a day, and yeah, obviously Finn has been such a um, mainstay. I was trying to think of the word. He's been a mainstay in WWE for so long, bumping from NXT back up to the main roster, and he's paid more than his due.
Oh,
I
way more.
mean,
Get him the fuck out of the Judgment Day.
oh god, I don't. Yeah, but do it. I'm
Yeah,
down.
I would love it, dude. And book, you know, have maybe Styles win the Rumble and have Cody. Jesus Christ! I see. I fucked that up in the group chat. Have Styles and Finn at WrestleMania, man. It's
Former Bullet Club leaders, not Cody.
not Cody. Cody.
Listen, listen. Partner with AEW just once. Give us Finn versus AJ versus Kenny versus Jay White, and then bring in David Finlay. 5 Bullet Club leaders in a
That would be
five-way
great.
ladder match.
That would be great. It would
Do
never
it.
happen, but
Do
man,
it,
it
dude.
would be fucking
No
great.
balls. No balls.
I'll book it for my universe mode, but man, dude, that would be insane.
Literally. God, the possibilities of if companies just didn't have such big fucking egos. Possibilities would be crazy.
Dude,
It's such a
oh
bummer.
man, I hope one day it'll happen. I hope one day.
Hope one day, but we're getting good partnerships as is.
Yeah, we got some great partnerships going on, but I think the one that everyone wants is the hardest one we're getting. And it
Well,
doesn't help when half the time WWE is being petty over stupid stuff, like Nakamura not going to Tanahashi's retirement.
dude, that's such a bummer. That's literally such a bummer. It's arguably Tanahashi's biggest rival and one of his
Mhm.
best friends. And like, you don't have to let him have a match. Just have him show up for the
Yeah,
ceremony.
I
Literally
know.
come out and just give him flowers and give him a hug or whatever. That's it. That's
Yeah,
simple.
I don't
Just
get
let
it.
him
That
go.
doesn't.
If I was Shinsuke, I would have won anyways. I don't give a damn.
That's it. I'm
What
thinking he should
are
just
you gonna do?
fucking done it.
Train?
Yeah,
So what? He'll just go work in New Japan then or whatever. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I don't understand that. I don't.
it is such a bummer. And I don't know why I was getting my hopes up too. I was sitting there watching it. It was like 4:30 a.m. at this point. I stayed up for Wrestle Kingdom. It was like 4:30 a.m. and I was like just laid back in my recliner watching on my laptop like Shinsuke, Shinsuke, Shinsuke. I was so
Mm.
delusional for thinking it was gonna happen, but
Stupid. But yeah, one more small thing I want to talk about. Kind of stuff has come out today. Nothing confirmed, just rumors. Sources from the gaming community. I don't know how reliable this guy is, but apparently, from the people said he's reliable. Some of the news potential stuff with 2K WWE 2K26, Punk being the cover, Punk showcase, and bringing back 4 matches. Well, 3 matches and one new one. Bringing back 3 stages of hell, Inferno match, and I quit match, and adding the dumpster match. I don't give a fuck about the dumpster match. I hate that button smashing crap. But yeah, that's some exciting news. Potentially draft mode and universe mode, which is something I've been wanting in the wrestling games for a while. Just make it online for it to even better. But yeah, that's some good stuff. I just kind of want to touch up on that because once stuff is more set in stone, we'll have another giveaway like we did last year for it. So stay tuned for that. Also, another small thing about the wrestling game, even though Punk was is probably going to be the cover. Also, something kind of got teased. I don't know if it was intentional or just didn't realize what they're doing. But Logan Paul had a promo, a press thing, and forget the Logan Paul part. The back of it was a 2K26 background, but it had the scratch logo, which is very intriguing to me. I think maybe the special edition, like the top edition, will be a Ruthless Aggression edition, because a Ruthless Aggression showcase would be fun, but to me, it is just so hard to do without Edge.
yeah, it could be done. But
It's
yeah,
doable, but personally, I would rather wait. If you're gonna do a Ruthless Aggression mode, I'd rather wait 2 or 3 years whenever
but
Edge is
just
retired.
put Edge in
And
the game. They have the rights to his name. Just put
yeah,
him in
but
the game.
I wish it was. Trust me, I wish it was that simple.
It should be that simple.
I mean, it is for some people. For Billy Gunn and Jake Roberts, I don't
Well,
know.
aren't they on Legends deals?
Yeah, I'm saying just
So
put
it
Edge on
makes
a
sense.
Legends deal or something. I would love that if they put more AEW guys on Legends deal just so they can keep on putting them in the video games. That's all I ever care for.
Making money off of there. Yeah.
Hey, it work both ways. They get money. The wrestlers get money. I'd be all for it. But yeah, so stay tuned for the giveaway. I'd imagine the game will be announced probably by next time we record.
2 weeks.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
You would think, yeah, that by the end of January.
hmm But yeah.
I don't know if I have much else before the awards. Well, yeah, let's talk about this one thing real quick. Um, so James and I have been doing this watch one wrestling match a day thing for uh, so far through January, whatever day it is, 16th. Watch one match a day every day for the entire year of 2026. Off to a great start. So I've watched some incredible matches. Um, I've been slacking on the posts. I haven't been making the posts, but I've been watching the matches. So obviously, I had my Okada versus Tanahashi rivalry. So it's been
hmm
more like 2 or 3 matches a day for me. But
hmm
either way, it's been awesome, and for me, my focus is mainly on like Japanese wrestling, some stuff that I haven't seen, some stuff that I have seen before. Japanese wrestling, yeah, super excited for it.
Yeah,
And
something's
you
been
keep
really.
ignoring me. You keep ignoring my
I
suggestions.
did one of yours. I did one of
Super
yours.
offended. Yeah,
But
you did, but
yeah, the difference with Alex, yeah, he has done a post on social media, and y'all have probably seen by now. I've been doing digital media like for TikTok, YouTube, shorts and whatnot. And I don't really have. Alex has a huge ass list of matches. I don't have a list. I have comments. Whoever people comment. Most of the comments are usually pretty good matches. Some are, it's 365 days. Gonna have some fun, goofy matches. Like I had Floyd Mayweather versus Big Show for the fuck of it. And I'm like, why not? Fuck it.
listen, I'm just saying, watching that over my recommendation of Io Shirai versus Mayu Iwatani, just kind of disrespectful. That's all I want to say. It's a little disrespectful. Because you thought Saya Kamatani is good. Wait till you watch
that
Mayu
was
Iwatani.
that
I'm
was
just saying that right now.
yeah. I enjoyed her. That was a good match. Like I said, I don't watch much Stardom, so I watched Saya Kamatani versus
Tom Nakano, yeah.
yeah, and that shit was great. So I was instantly sold on Saya, like instantly sold on her.
Oh yeah, dude, she's a star. She's amazing. The entrance straight from the entrance from the get go, it's like, yeah, she's a star. But take more of my recommendations. Trust me, you'll like it. I'm pulling something up here to go along with the awards, so um, we can go ahead and get started with that if you
Yeah,
want to. Did we did this last year? Did we do it for the end of 2023? I don't think we did.
no, because we wanted to build different podcasts. We only recorded every 2 months.
Oh shit, that's right. We okay, yeah, because I got my timelines all messed up. So we've been doing this for.
This will be our second one for the People's Podcast.
Yep, that's right. Because we started in like what September 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So we did 2024. Now we're doing 2025. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense.
All right, let me pull up your stuff from the wrestling
So,
checks. That's basically what I'm going to go off of.
I think I sent you the list. So essentially, how this is going to work, just for anyone watching, is we're gonna go through. We made awards. I'm gonna go through and talk about our winner. I would like to also maybe pick like a runner up, because I know just for my like winners are a lot of AEW people, but I do want to give shout outs to people from other companies or other people as well, just to give some shine on that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'll probably do
I'll
run-ups.
probably list winner and a runner up, but
Yeah, I'll probably go in detail with the my pick, and then just do a small runner-up, and just not go probably too much into
or
detail.
just give shine onto somebody that you think was a good candidate for it as well. But yeah, so we got all the awards you can think of: wrestler of the year, match of the year, promotion of the year. So we'll talk about it, and might as well just get into it. I think the biggest one is probably male wrestler of the year. So why don't you start us off?
All right. Yeah. My male wrestler of the year is Takeshita. I think he overall had the greatest year out of anyone. He won the G1, the New Japan World Title, semifinals in the Continental Classic. Great matches throughout the year. Beat Tanahashi in his last match in the United States.
Which we were also at.
Yep. So, and just overall, just an excellent year. He tapped, almost like a Hall of Fame career in 1 year, almost. You can argue. And like I said, I think he had the most consistent from kayfabe and just overall like match quality, character progression, and everything. I think he just had a perfect year.
Yeah. If you want to give shout out to anyone else before I go, or we can just kind of bounce our winners and then.
I think my runner up probably would be Cody Rhodes. I think Cody had a really, really good year. Some of the better matches in WWE, kayfabe wise, is WWE champion for most of it. So yeah, I think Cody Rhodes would be my runner up.
Jey Uso?
No, dude had 3 good months.
And even then, like, I think to be considered for Wrestler of the Year, you have to have a good match catalog as well,
Agreed.
or a
And I
great
wouldn't give.
match catalog even. And
Also, shout out to Huggy Cub. He's a good one too.
Huggy Cub, all right, sick dude. Yeah. So my male Wrestler of the Year, same as you, Konosuke Takeshita. I was really torn between him and Bandito, but I feel like overall Takeshita's. I think they both had fantastic years, but I ultimately chose Takeshita because he held 3 different championships. He held the international championship coming into the year. He held the Never Openweight Championship in New Japan, which he ended up losing a little early on in the year to Bolton Oleg. And he, ultimately won the G1 Climax, which is huge, most prestigious tournament in all of wrestling. And he won the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So just phenomenal year from a kayfabe perspective, and from a match perspective. I mean, he had an incredible year as well. And he was one half of my personal match of the year, which we'll talk about in a little bit, versus Bandito at Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. I don't know if you watched that yet or not, but we'll talk about later. And matches with Zack Sabre Jr., Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada. I mean, the list goes on. Just fantastic year all around from Konosuke Takeshita. So I want to give a little shout out to Mystico and CMLL. Um, he had an incredible year as well. He was a part in one of my rivalries of the year versus MJF. Great matches, great match output. The dude was an absolute workhorse. I know we don't really talk about like attendance and stuff on this podcast, but he held like record sellouts as for main eventing like CMLL shows, which is incredible. CMLL has absolutely been on fire this year, and Mystico's a huge part of that. So that just really speaks volumes to how important he is to Mexico. He's basically like the Mexico's John Cena, which is crazy.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes I get confused with these fucking names, but that's Sin Cara, right?
He was one of the Sin Caras, yeah.
That's crazy. And that's crazy to think.
Yeah.
The guy we know for botching is one of the top tier wrestlers now.
Literally, I mean, I think he's arguably the best luchador in the world. One of the best wrestlers in the world. He's a literal god in CMLL. He's amazing. So, and he's such a workhorse too. Like he'll wrestle in CMLL, and then less than 24 hours later, he'll be wrestling for MLW. He travels a lot, and he wrestles a lot of places. So, shout out to Mystico for having a great year.
All right. Shall we move to female wrestler of the year?
We shall. You want me to go?
Sure, you can go ahead.
Okay. So, contrary to popular belief, Mercedes Moné is not my women's wrestler of the year. I know you were probably fully expecting that, but no. So, I actually think Saya Kamatani in Stardom had probably my favorite year for any women's wrestler. She's been World of Stardom champion. She held the belt for the whole year, actually. So she's been champion for the whole year in their most prestigious championship, the top champion. She had that retirement match versus Tom Nakano, which was amazing, and one of the candidates for match of the year. She's had other great matches versus Azumi, and I know you're familiar with her because we've seen her a couple times wrestle. She had a great match against Natsupoi, Saori Anu. Just all around, I feel like she had the best quality of output from any women's wrestler that I watched this year. So I picked Saya Kamatani for women's wrestler of the year. Mercedes would probably be runner up, just because everything that she's done this year. TBS champion, so has had some pretty good matches, winning matches and titles in a lot of different indie promotions. So you can tell any promotions trust her to carry their championships. And I mean, it's hard to argue that how important she has been to women's wrestling this year as well. And I know you're a big Mercedes hater, but you got to admit that, man, she's great.
She's my runner-up also. So I mean,
really,
yeah.
Wow.
I don't like her, but game I recognize game. I
Still
think
don't like her for no reason. I'll never understand. There's never going to be a reason.
And yeah, so basically same reason she's my runner-up. Yeah. Now for my women's wrestler of the year is Io Sky. I think she has had some of the best matches in all of wrestling. I think she's one of the best wrestlers, like past just women wrestlers. All her matches, whether it's on Monday Night Raw or a pay per view, it's always must see. And I think she had a great year, world title. Uh, well, she just won tag title, so I don't count. Yeah, but yeah, I
Well,
absolutely love
that was
Io.
this year, wasn't it? That
Yeah,
was 2026.
yeah, yeah. Some of the top 10 matches, a big feud with Asuka, great matches in. Yeah, I love Io this past year. I mean, I've always loved Io, but like, this year she really just stood out as a star.
Yeah. So what I've watched of her this year, I mean, she's incredible.
Mhm.
She's great. She's one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet still. Her match at WrestleMania was amazing with Rhea and Bianca. Um, yeah, don't hate that at all.
All right. What should we move to next?
What is next? Is it tag team? Tag team of the year?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, so you can start it off since we're kind of alternating.
Yeah. My tag team of the year would be the Young Bucks. Honestly, overall, not a great year for tag teams again. But even if it was a great year for tag teams, Young Bucks had an amazing year. Tag champs, big part of AEW TV all year round. Big heels, big time heels. Turned face at the end of the year and kind of brought back the Young Bucks we know. Like the wrestling quality it was better this year from them than this past few years, I would say. And just kind of, a big part of AEW this year. Young Bucks were a huge part, with the uh oh my god, what they kept on calling
Founding Fathers?
yeah, founding fathers. No, but there's a better word. What was the damn freaking position in the company?
EVPs?
EVP. Thank
Jesus
you. Good
Christ.
lord. I kept on wanting to say VIP. The whole EVP
They're
gimmick.
EVPs, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Young Bucks my pick. I guess for runner up again. Maybe AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. I don't think that anyone was really just that close to them.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't watch much of it, AJ and Dragon Lee, but I mean, if I had to say, Dragon Lee would probably be one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE right now.
Mhm.
He's awesome. I do miss him in AEW, but you know, it happens.
Mhm.
For my tag team of the year, I'd also go the Young Bucks. You basically hit all the points, so I don't need to re-say all of them. But just it felt like such a just from what I watched, it felt like such a weak year for tag team wrestling. Um, so it was kind of a bummer, but I mean, even then, the Bucks absolutely excelled at everything they've done. And now they're face again, and now they're back with the elite. They didn't win any championships, but I mean, they had the character growth, they had the match quality.
Did they win tag titles? Did they win tag titles this year?
I don't think so.
Oh, I botched that part.
Brodito won him off of. Who did Brodito win him off of? Whatever. Regardless, I mean, Brodito won him at like Forbidden Door, I think, or somewhere in the summer, and held him until FTR won him at Full Gear. So I'm really struggling to. Yeah, I don't.
Well, I gotta look it up really quick. Luckily, AW has a good website for this stuff.
Who did the Hurt Syndicate? Hurt Syndicate held him at the beginning of the year. Who did they drop him to?
Oh, they Hurt Syndicate dropped it to Brodito.
When? I thought it was at Forbidden Door.
August 24th. So
I'm pretty sure that was Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door, yeah.
They held the titles that long? Hurt Syndicate?
Yeah, they won it in January 22nd from Private Party.
Dude, I don't know why that feels like ages ago. That feels like years ago that the Hurt Syndicate were tag champs, doesn't it?
It feels how that's what
That's absolutely crazy.
yeah.
Time flies, I guess. Jesus. Anyways, yeah, the Young Bucks were not champions at all throughout the year, but from a character perspective, they were fantastic. And the match that they had All In against Swerve and Osprey was awesome, absolutely awesome. Arguably the best match on the card. Um, but yeah, so they'd be my tag team of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to give a quick shout out to the Knockout Brothers in New Japan. They kind of only came on the scene second half of the year, but they're a big reason why New Japan has a lot of momentum right now as a company. So big shout out to them. Next, so the People's Podcast faction of the year, and I would expect both of us to have the same answer. Maybe I would expect it, but my answer is the Don Callis family. Um,
So faction of the year?
faction of the year.
Okay.
Is yours too?
Yeah. My faction of 2025 was Don Callis family, and it's
Faction of the year, yeah. I
nothing
mean,
really.
you got
Yeah.
Okada, Kyle Fletcher, and Konosuke Takeshita as your top three guys. Like, that's absolutely incredible. Just top three guys of a faction. Takeshita, obviously, Takeshita was a multi-time champion. Okada was a multi-time champion. Fletcher was a TNT champion. So, like, just overall, it just felt like they were at the heart of a lot of the main stories throughout 2025. And they just played a very prominent role in wrestling. So, hard for me not to pick them as faction of the year.
Agreed. Yeah, my faction. You have runner up, maybe division.
Yeah, I'd say maybe the conglomeration. I just don't really know. I mean, TMDK had a good year from a quality and title out standpoint over in New Japan. Bullet Club War Dogs is always a good pick, but ultimately, yeah, I just think the Don Callis family was the strongest faction this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting into the good stuff now. Match of the year. A lot of candidates for match of the year. There's the quality of wrestling in 2025 was incredible. So I'm expecting some fun answers here.
Yeah. So
You said mine earlier.
Yeah, my 2025 match of the year was Will Ospreay versus Hangman and Adam Page at AEW Double or Nothing. This match was fantastic. Like one of my 5 favorite matches of all time. Great back and forth. The unexpected win of Adam Page because everyone was kind of for sure Will Ospreay was going to win. So to have the swerve there on top of a fantastic match, I absolutely loved it. That match was magic, pure magic.
Yeah, that was absolutely killer match. Big swerve. I definitely thought Osprey was winning. I thought it was his time, but I think they made the right call.
Oh yeah, especially because Osprey ended up getting injured.
Right. Yeah. And it's not my match of the year, but I want to point out the storytelling in the match with Osprey hitting Kenny's moves and Hangman hitting Swerve's moves, like both of their kind of huge rivals hitting their moves. That was just super cool layer of storytelling.
Yeah, I like that match was top, like on level, another level.
It was built different.
It was built different.
Do you have a runner up?
Yeah, my runner up. Again, there's a lot of good options.
There's a lot.
I think my
great year.
Runner up would be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. That was a phenomenal triple threat. I think best match of WrestleMania.
Easily. Easily best match on WrestleMania this year.
Three of the top women wrestlers in WWE, and some of the best women wrestlers in all of wrestling, all going at it. It was awesome, great match.
Yeah, of what I've watched this year, that's easily I think the best match WWE's put on this year. In my opinion, anyways. My match of the year, I said it earlier. Konosuke Takeshita versus Bandito at Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. Gosh, dude, I don't even know where to start. The match was absolutely crazy, and it was like right in the prime of Bandito's hot run. when he was going as Ring of Honor champion. I think this was right before he won the AEW World Title tag titles, but he was on fire doing matches in Ring of Honor, AEW, and CMLL at this point. Um, and the match is just incredible. Both guys are some of the best on the entire roster that AEW has. Um, they put magic on. They definitely put on a magic match. So, um, shout out to I want to give a shout out to my dude Kyle Fletcher for his match with Hangman at All Out. I thought that was amazing. Just super hard hitting. The dead eye off the top rope that Fletcher took, I thought he died. Not as bad as the spot he took with Moxley at World's End, but yeah, Hangman and Fletcher are my two favorite AEW wrestlers right now, and that match I thought was incredible and definitely was in the running for my match of the year.
All right.
Let's go to rivalry of the year. So kind of a tough one for me. I really liked Mystico and MJF's rivalry, and that would probably be my shout out because it definitely felt like it was personal. Their match in CMLL at the 92 Anniversario show was incredible and was also a contender for match of the year for me. But I thought the rivalry was really good, but I don't think it was as good as my winner, which was Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. It kind of, I don't know, maybe a shock to you. I don't know, because Hangman versus Mox was maybe an easy answer, but I just absolutely love Fletcher and Briscoe, man. The chemistry that those guys have is amazing, and their rivalry went basically almost the whole year. They were feuding with each other for so long, and I don't think it felt stale at any point. I thought they kept circling back around to it, and it kept staying fresh. The matches were always great, in my opinion. Yeah, so Fletcher versus Briscoe would be my match of the year.
Rivalry of the year.
Rivalry of the year. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. My rivalry of the year would be definitely be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Me personally, that's something I've been wanting for years. So to actually see that happening, getting that was amazing. I think it was booked for majority of 2025, and I think it led up to all the hype that that it was. They had a triple threat Mania, debut match at Netflix. Eventually, talk about more stuff later, but they had a mixed tag match with both their wives, and yeah, there's a lot of heat. Made it feel real. Whether if they actually hate each other or not, they're irrelevant. But yeah, actually, it felt like real heat. They, keep kayfabe with it. Like they'll still talk shit with us about each other if they're on ESPN or whatever's going on. So yeah, I absolutely loved it. I think great matches. All the matches were good, and yeah, I think our runner up for me would probably be Tony Storm and Mariah May. I know that started mostly in 2024, but I think the biggest parts of it, some of the biggest parts of it happened in 2025, especially with the Hollywood match.
Hollywood
Whatever it was
ending.
called.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood ending match. That's an arguable match of the year candidate. So
yeah, for real. Yeah, nice. Good picks.
Yeah.
So we can move on to pay per view of the year.
Pay per view of the year. Yep.
So give me your pay per view of the year.
My pay per view of the year was AEW Double or Nothing. This was a phenomenal pay per view. Usually Double or Nothing's are. That's where my match of the year was at. You had Anarchy in the Arena, which is always a fun ass match. Plenty of other bangers. And yeah, I absolutely love the pay per view. Definitely to me the biggest standout of 2025 pay per view, PLE wise. And for runner up, I would
don't even say PLE.
For runner up, I'd probably go with the Elimination Chamber. That was WWE's best pay per view of the year, and yeah, that was a great show. That was a great show.
Yeah. So my pay per view of the year, I think is the same as you, so I'm gonna pick Double or Nothing. Overall, front to back, it just felt like the strongest card um, that they put out, the strongest quality from match one to match whatever the ending match. Um, and yeah, Anarchy in the Arena was absolutely incredible. It was so much fun, and I think is easily the best Anarchy in the Arena match that we've had so far, which is saying something because I think they've all been great. But this one just felt it just felt better. Um, Low-key sleeper match would be for me would be Ricochet versus was it Ricochet versus Briscoe in the
Yeah.
ambulance match or the stretcher match? Dude, that was
Yeah.
awesome. I absolutely love that match. And then obviously topped off by Hangman and Osprey, match of the year contenders. So front to back, that pay per view was amazing. I want to give a shout out. So um, Stardom All Star Grand Queendom that happened back in April. Obviously, as you know, Stardom is an all women's promotion, and this show was the actual first like full Stardom show that I watched. So because I've gotten into Stardom this year mainly, and dude, I was blown away. The quality of wrestling over in Stardom is crazy. The women go so hard.
Mhm.
Um, there were so many great matches on the show. Obviously, topped off by Saya Kamatani and Tom Nakano in the retirement match, which was an amazing match and another match of the year contender. I feel like we keep saying that, but yeah. So that would be that for me. Moving on, promotion of the year. I feel like I'm kind of obligated to say AEW just because it's the promotion I watched the most this year. Um, and New Japan kind of it was on and off for me. Whether it was like I thought at points it was really good, and at points it did not feel that good. So I think AEW had a really strong year overall. They made really great decisions with their main feuds, mainly John Moxley and Hangman Adam Page at All In. They've had really great quality of pay per views. Their string of pay per views still is unmatched. Um, the matches, AW puts on great matches constantly, and that's why I'm into wrestling. So like, I feel like I'm kind of obligated to pick AEW.
Mhm. Would New Japan be a follow up?
Um, Probably not. If I had to pick one, it would probably be CMLL. Because that's probably what I enjoyed the second most, just quality wise. So
Yeah. For me, my promotion of the year would be also be AEW. I think AEW had from a whole year perspective, a great year, one of the better years in the 6 years of being a company. Uh, yeah, I think they had overall consistently best storylines, best matches, and just everything that you need in wrestling. I think AEW had a really, really, really good year this past year,
it's weird to
and
hear you
for
say like had the best storylines. Just
yeah,
it's crazy because the
I,
internet will tell me otherwise.
yeah. And I guess for follow up, I only watched two promotions, so I would say WWE. Like I said
My
earlier,
fault.
WWE had a few bumps in the road for 2025, but things are looking up for 2026. But yeah, I that might follow up because I only watched two promotions.
Point. So give me your breakout star of the year. This one's kind of a fun one.
My breakout star of the year was Javon Evans from NXT. He has definitely just really broken out this year, like shining like as a star. Now he's on his way up to the main roster. Great match qualities. Dude's got it all. He can cut a promo. He's young, looks like a wrestler, great wrestler, and just really made a name for himself in 2025. And I'm excited to see where his career goes.
Yeah, I mean Javon Evans is crazy good. That's for sure. Who'd be your if you had to give some shine on someone else? I'd be
Uh,
curious to see.
I think who else I'd give shine? I'd give some shine to Maxine Dupree just because where she started off from, like when they started booking up for singles matches, I'm like, why, why are they doing this? And then like she she shocked me. She put on some great matches. Her stuff with Becky has been amazing. I don't think she's fantastic on the mic. I think she still has some work there. But in ring wise, she's really, really good. Uh, uh, Good. I wouldn't say really, really good.
Fair. Improvement though.
Mm-hmm.
Improvement. Um, so for me, I would say breakout star of the year, and I don't know if. So I've been watching New Japan for like 3 or 4 years now, and I didn't really know this guy before, but I feel like he really came on the scene hard this year. Kosei Fujita, and you probably have seen the messages in the group chat of Devin and I going back and forth talking about him. Had an incredible year. He won the Best of the Super Juniors tournament back in the spring. He won. He had a tag title reign with Robbie Eagles. They're part of TMDK. So I really wish they would have put the junior heavyweight championship on him instead of having him lose to Despy. But I kind of get it because Ghetto has some weird infatuation with Despy, which is fine. I like El Desperado, but yeah, Kosei Fujita all around. I thought he had a really good year, and I really enjoyed watching him. He's become one of my New Japan favorites this year. Well, this year, but 2025. So yeah, I'd say him. If I had to give some shine on somebody, it would. Can I say two? Because it would be like Kevin Knight and Harley Cameron. Kevin Knight, I didn't really know much of him until he came to AEW, but he wrestled in this battle in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament also, and then he signed with AEW and had like came onto the scene, literally signed, and then I think the same weekend fought Will Ospreay on pay per view, which is crazy. And he hung with him too at Dynasty, and Kevin Knight's he's damn good.
Yeah.
He's really good. Come out of the scene hard with Speedball Mike Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Kevin Knight's had a great year in my opinion. And then Harley Cameron, she's improved so much too. She's kind of like in that same spot that you were talking about Maxine Dupree, where she was like very very green, but she's been working her ass off, and she's improved so much in 2025. And really happy to see her become the inaugural women's tag team champions with Willow. I think that's just a testament to how hard she's worked and how much she's improved throughout the year. So really happy for her.
Hmm.
Yeah. So let's get into promo slash segment of the year, and this one's kind of this one's a good one. I couldn't really think of a lot of candidates, but I think for me it would probably be when Hangman cut that promo in Arena Mexico in full Spanish. He was just like,
Mhm.
"Sorry for my Spanish," and then he just went into full Spanish and did a whole ass promo in Spanish. That was so cool. It's like they went down to Mexico, and yeah, really cool moment for me.
All right.
I don't even have anything else to talk about for that one. So
All right. For me, my promo slash segment of the year it's not even close to, and nothing come close to it, is John Cena turning heel. That segment itself was it was unbelievable. It was something uh, you never thought you'd see, especially on his retirement year. You know, even with how it turned out, but the moment itself was insane. It was something we asked for years and got it, and was shocked. Like the arena was, everyone was just like silent, shocked. They cheered. The emotions were crazy, and it's one of the biggest plot twists in wrestling history.
it would have been in contention for me if not for what happened afterwards.
To me, that doesn't take away from the segment, though.
That's fair. But well, it just depends on the person. For me, it personally did, but I'm glad it didn't for you.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
moment,
and
the moment was good. Yes.
yeah, and the follow up, I'll go with John Cena as well. The pipe bomb on the turnbuckle with CM Punk, huge callback to the CM Punk pipe bomb and their feud in 2011, and it's one of my favorite feuds matches ever. So that great callback, one of the better heel promos Cena did as a heel, and yeah, I absolutely loved it.
Awesome. I guess. Damn, we're getting out of the wire. I think this is the last one. if I'm not mistaken, moment of the year. So and end it with the best moment in 2025 in wrestling. What was your best moment?
For me, mine comes a lot of biasy being at the show, but for me, my moment of the year is AJ Lee returning. You know, that happened in Chicago. Like I said, I was there. The crowd was fucking crazy. AJ Lee's one of my favorite women wrestlers of all time. So I was so happy to see her back. The goosebumps, man. Like, it was loud in there, like arguably louder than when CM Punk came back, and I was, at that as well. So I have the comparison, and to me, just listening it, just like it was insane. I mean, the show itself was insane. Ended off with that. Then, as I hinted at earlier, leading into Seth and Becky versus Punk and AJ, that's the moment I live for. That's something I'm gonna remember forever. And never forget. And for me, a close, very very close second was Gunther tapping out Cena.
Wow.
Like I talked about earlier, just something unbelievable. Mister, I never give up, giving up, ending his career like that. Just as peak storytelling, peak. That's what I look for in wrestling. Something you just can talk about and something shocked the world. Everyone was talking about it, whether they loved it or hated it. Or, it was a hell of a moment.
Nice, man. Um, so for me, if it's it's weird because like Tanahashi's retirement came like 4 days into the new year, so I can't even count that. But I already know what my 2026 moment of the year is going to be. But for 2025, so I think pretty easily for me would have to be Hangman unbriefcasing the AEW World Championship after his title win at All In, just because, dude, that was so special. The match did the feud so much justice. Hangman with blood on his face and finally unboxing the World Championship that we haven't seen since October of the prior year. So it had been what 9, 10 months at that point that we hadn't seen the world title, and everyone knows how good looking the AEW world title is. To finally see it again and Hangman holding it high in front of that many fans at their biggest U.S. pay per view in history, All In. That was such a beautiful moment, and I'm really glad that they went that route. So it definitely paid off. And for a second, if I may, I think probably it'd be Konosuke Takeshita winning the G1 Classic or the G1 Classic, the G1 Climax. For some reason, I was thinking Continental Classic, but he didn't win that. Yeah, so Konosuke Takeshita winning the G1 Climax in August, super cool moment. I know for him, reading up on the story, he like dreamed of wrestling for New Japan and winning the G1 Climax and the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and this is just a really cool moment to see him do that, especially with the dual contract that he has. So yeah, really really awesome to see. But yeah, those would be my moments of the year.
Yeah. So yeah, that wraps up the
Yes, sir.
People's Podcast Award, and let us know in the comment what you like. What's your match of the year? Who's your wrestlers of the year? All the categories. Let us know what was yours.
Yeah, tell us
What?
how much we're or why we're wrong, and
Yeah, I can't wait.
yeah, these shorts are gonna be controversial to say the least. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I live for.
But I'm gonna make some posts on Twitter about them too. So probably just one a day, just award. So that should be good. Yeah, awesome, man.
All right.
Is
Yeah.
there? Well, yeah, that like you said, that wraps up the awards. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on before we shoot the shit?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, no, I don't
Are
think I
you
have
caught up
anything
on
else.
Stranger Things yet?
No,
Oh man, you have been spoiled by
I,
now. I mean,
I,
I'm not
I,
gonna.
yeah, I can't watch it in good faith anymore because one of my friends accidentally spoiled one of the things for me.
Oof.
It's brutal. It's and it was like when I wasn't even able to watch it either. I was like at home still, and I had just gotten back into town, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got this plan. I'm gonna watch it." And one of my friends accidentally, because he thought I had already seen it.
Oof.
I know, I was so bummed. So now I don't even like. It's ruined it for me for the time being. I'll get to it eventually, but
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah. So before you say any more spoilers,
Yeah, I won't tell you about Batman showing up.
God damn it! Wait, did Macho Man give Vecna an elbow from heaven?
Yep.
A flying elbow.
Bone Crusher came back. Bonesaw, yeah, Bonesaw.
I got you for 3 minutes. Oh man, that's great.
I guess one thing I want to close out. Usually I wear wrestling shirts, but a little bit different this week. The Bears are, still in the playoffs. Took out the Packers. Bear down, baby. Good, better, best. We're getting that Super Bowl, man. We're getting there.
Yeah, sure, man. In your dreams.
Now we're getting there. Wait, just wait.
You really
Just
think
wait.
you really think you can beat literally 3 of the NFC West teams?
Yep.
Well, you got to beat 2 of them at least. The
Yep.
Rams, or you think you'll beat the? I think they have a better shot at the Rams than they do in the next round.
I think we'll beat the Rams, especially with it being cold. It'll benefit us. And I think, we almost beat the 49ers. It wasn't a far off game. Seahawks, if they can get past 49ers, sure. But,
See, that Seahawks defense is nasty, dude.
it is nasty.
They're nasty.
It is nasty. I mean, maybe, 49ers win and Christian McCaffrey gets injured. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. It sounds terrible, but gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Shouldn't agree on everybody here at the People's Podcast. I just want to put that out there.
I just want him to maybe slightly pull a muscle.
I'm telling Antonio.
Just like a slight pull muscle,
Nah, bad, James. Who, if you were to get to the Super Bowl, who would you want to face?
The Bills.
The Bills.
Bears,
Go Bills,
Bills.
baby. Go Bills.
Yeah.
My ideal Super Bowl. Obviously yours is Bears Bills. My ideal Super Bowl would probably be. I feel like Bills Niners would be good. Would be fun. It's easily the Bills in the AFC because Josh Allen's my favorite player. So even though, I mean, I'm fine with any of the AFC teams really,
Yeah.
but
there's not really any bad candidates right now, especially with the Eagles being gone.
Right, Eagles are gone. No Chiefs. I'm good, dude. Whatever Super Bowl matchup we get, I'm in.
Yeah, if Josh Allen's definitely good for Josh Allen to win, he needs to do it this year. Because
some of them teams are tough, dude. Denver's defense is super tough. Houston's defense is super tough. I already beat the Bills this year. Obviously, the Patriots and the Bills split on the year, so the AFC's got a good bunch of teams. Then again, I thought the Jaguars were going to beat the Bills too. So, but yeah, I'm really happy with how these playoffs are turning out.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
Yeah,
excited for Sunday.
Yeah, this weekend's going to be good. I'm hoping to win some money.
So, you got some bets going on?
I'm going to. I don't know exactly yet, but fuck it. Let's pick the games. Who do you think is going to win?
I bet
all 4 games. If you had to put a bet on.
So I think the Bears will beat the Rams. I think the 49ers will beat the Seahawks. I think Bills will win. And
this next one I think is the toughest one.
Yeah. What do you think? I don't know, man.
Do you think Mike Vrabel can do it in his first year with New England?
That's something. I think the Patriots might do. I think we'll get. Yeah, I think Patriots. I think it'll be Patriots, Bills, and Bears and 49ers.
Would you? Okay, I'll say mine, but then I have a crazy scenario. So I think it's going to be Bills and Houston. I just think Houston's defense is going to be too much for the Patriots to handle. I don't think they played a defense that good. And I think it's going to give them. It's going to be a huge test for Drake May. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots won, but I think Stroud will step up. it's ultimately going to depend on if CJ Stroud shows up or not.
Mhm.
So I think Houston and then Buffalo. Um, I'm not that big of a believer in Denver, and Josh Allen's basically Superman. So, and then the NFC's tough. I do think I would pick the Bears against the Rams. I just worry about the Bears defense because the Rams offense is crazy, crazy good.
Mhm.
So I think it's going to be high scoring, even though it's going to be cold. I still think it's going to be a pretty high scoring game, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to roll with you. I'm gonna say the Niners to beat the Seahawks. Also,
Yeah.
I'm a Niner believer, man. They looked real
Mhm.
good against the Eagles.
Yeah. And if the Bears get to the Super Bowl, I already I said this. I think I said this for the past 2 years. If Caleb ever can get the Bears to the Super Bowl, I'll paint my nails just like him.
Hell yeah, I love that. I
My
love that.
whole
You're gonna piss off so many old people, and I absolutely love it. I love
I mean,
Caleb Williams.
yeah,
So
all my coworkers and I gonna do it. So that's two of them are girls, so I guess it's really not too big deal for them. But me and my supervisor, he's a male, so him and I are like, yeah, we'll send it. We'll
hell
get the
yeah,
full on manicure or whatever.
black and orange or blue
Yeah,
and orange or
yeah.
blue and orange probably.
If I'm feeling what's the word I could use? If I'm feeling beautiful enough, maybe I'll get like gold bears on them.
Well, yeah, because you got 5 nails on each hand, just bears,
Yeah,
bears. That'd be awesome. It's crazy
bear
scenario.
down. I'll get bear down on it, maybe.
Bear down, yeah.
I just had to count it out, like make sure, like.
How many fingers do I have? Here's a crazy scenario for you. If the Rams beat the Bears, that's a big if. If the
Mhm.
Rams beat the Bears and the Bills and the Patriots both win, two divisional conference championship games.
Yeah, it's true.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. That
That
would
would
be.
be awesome.
Has that happened before?
I don't know. No idea.
That'd be crazy.
That would be awesome, though. I would love to see it. But
What
yeah,
what I thought was gonna happen up until last week. The funny thing I thought it was gonna be Bears and Steelers in the Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers was gonna beat the Bears one last time before setting off to retirement.
how mad would you have been?
Dude, honestly, I probably would have laughed my ass off at that point. Like, yeah, you got us,
Dude,
man.
he
Like,
really is the Bears' daddy.
yeah, at that point, you just have to accept it. Like,
That would have been crazy. Oh my god. Oh man. Um, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to this weekend. So
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna. I'm ready to go. I got stuff to do tonight. So
Yeah, same. I still gotta watch the match, shower, eat.
yeah. I also have to watch my match of the day. So I've been on a Kenta Kobashi versus Mitsuharu Misawa kick.
I don't
Old
know what my
school,
suggestions
baby.
are. I haven't checked the suggestions yet.
Io Shirai versus Mayu Iwatani.
How long is the match?
I don't know. I linked it in a couple of the video in a
Let's check it
couple of
out.
the.
I think I'm gonna look for like a
Trust me.
15-minute match today. With how late it is.
Lame. You know what you should watch? MJF versus Bryan Danielson.
An hour long match.
Like an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to do it for us here. So, hell of a 31st episode, and we'll get back to it in a couple weeks. And
Yeah.
until then, we'll bid you adieu. So goodbye. Mwah.
Mwah.
And good night. We love you, Kenny. Bang.
Bang.